Hi everybody! So if you don't know me, my name is Jenna Sadsad and I'm running for the office of FACT at VCU External Vice President. So to explain why I would love to be a leader in this organization, I will tell you all some backstory on my relationship with my Filipino identity. Growing up as a third-generation Filipino American, as well as being mixed with white and Filipino, I always had experienced a cultural disconnect from my identity as a Filipina. I always felt like I had to choose between my identities being white and being Filipino. I hadn't found bonds within the Asian community, even growing up in Virginia Beach, a city known as an epicenter of Filipino culture on the East Coast. I not only felt alienated from my culture and my Filipino peers, but I felt different to the rest of the Virginia Beach community that was not of Filipino descent, perpetuated by my own insecurities surrounding my identity. And coming to VCU, I was searching for a way that I could connect to my culture. I was hungry for it. From the minute that I became a VCU RAM, FACT has given me that community that I had always searched and hoped for. The open and welcoming arms of the leaders of this organization gave me a newfound hunger and determination to not only explore my own identity as a Filipina, but also to spread the wealth of culture and beauty that is found within the Philippines. I not only found a home in an organization full of Filipino Americans, many of which had the same struggles that I did growing up, but a home within a highly diverse organization rich with other individuals of so many different cultures that had the same vigor and enthusiasm to bond over a culture that means so much to my family and now to me as well. Teaching me that you don't have to choose between your identities, but you have to embrace them all. This enthusiasm was what drew me to become a leader in this organization, first as your tribe chief in the 2018 to 2019 school year, even though Ibaloy lost, but whatever. And then eventually as this year's social chair, a position that I had envisioned having throughout my years as a GBM. My goal in freshman year, though, the minute that I came to the first GBM, was to be a leader in spreading culture and being just as welcoming to all of the GBM as the leaders in this organization were to me. My goal as your external vice president, however, would be to deeper foster JAO, which is the Joint Asian Organizations, relations. I want to heighten our number of GBM members that actively participate, attend, and hold close relationships in other JAO organizations such as VSA, JSA, KSA, and CSA. FACT has shown me how strong and welcoming the Asian community is to people of all cultures. I believe that my extroverted and welcoming personality would serve well as a liaison between all of these organizations and FACT. Most of all, I want to continue being a leader so that I can spread kindness, cooperation, love, and light throughout this organization that has given me the best college experience that I could ever ask for. My forever friends, my family, and I want to repay FACT for giving me that and for helping me solidify my own identity by serving you all as your external vice president for the 2020 to 2021 school year. Thank you. So now I'm going to answer some questions that eBoard has sent to me. So here we go. So the first question is, a lot of other orgs don't see FACT as an approachable organization. What can you do to help change that, or what ideas do you have that can help maintain a healthy relationship with them? Well, I believe in order to project to other organizations the same welcoming and inclusive energy that FACT projects to its own GBM members, it is my job as the external vice president to foster relationships and be a member of those organizations as well. In addition to this, promoting other organizations' complex events at GBMs and our PowerPoints, on our Facebook page as external vice president, and on our Instagram with the help of our webmaster. I believe it's my job as the EVP to serve as the representative of FACT in these other organizations to the best of my ability. Maybe even collaborating with other organizations to do fundraisers, encouraging members of our GBM to volunteer at their own fundraising events, as well as having our presence at their complex events. I see other JAO organizations coming and supporting FACT in large numbers. What better way to strengthen that relationship other than giving them the exact same support? Let me know. The next question is, what ideas or plans do you have to further FACT's involvement with JAO, with non-JAO student organizations in D7? This is a good question. I think, again, encouraging the promotion of complex events of other orgs such as the Cherry Blossom Festival, KSA Culture Show, VSA Culture Show and Date Auction, etc., and even other events such as other orgs' GBMs, fundraisers, and encouraging GBM members to actively maintain levels of membership within more than just FACT is the way to go. In addition to this, maybe putting an external organization spotlight slide during GBMs to promote other organizations in general, and maybe also collaborating with the secretary to include promotion into the email newsletter sent out weekly to the GBM. In regards to D7, collaborating with our D7 chairs to encourage the GBM to come out to events such as Dialogue and Olympics, encouraging GBM to apply for leadership roles in FIND, and stressing the concept of community within the Filipino community that's larger than VCU is the way to go. Next question is, what will you do to tie other Asian organizations together, as well as other Filipino organizations in our district? Well, tying into my last question, encouraging GBM members to hold membership in multiple Asian orgs, as well as encouraging members to attend the events of other orgs. Similarly to my ideas about D7, collaborating with our D7 chairs to encourage GBM members to take leadership in FIND and showing them where these opportunities can lead them, the people that they can meet, and the even larger community that they can foster for themselves within the larger Filipino community beyond D7. As EVP, you are the liaison for FACT with other organizations and with VCU's offices, such as OMSA. What will you do to continue these connections, and are there any future plans to collaborate with these organizations and offices? So, OMSA is a great resource for cultural orgs on campus that our current EVP Diana began to collaborate deeper with as compared to previous years. I think continuing her work in FACT getting recognized for API month, as well as attending OMSA meetings, letting OMSA know when we're going to have complex events so that they can promote us as well. Having streamlined communication and even using them as a resource to hear of more events of other cultural orgs on campus outside of JAL would be beneficial to FACT. I would love to promote other organizations such as African Student Union, Indian Student Association, Persian Club, and many more, especially considering that the member body of our organization is highly diverse. And for the last question, what ideas do you want to incorporate to help the GBM, especially new members, feel welcome on campus as a student and in FACT? So I think serving as a liaison between Council, E-Board, and the GBM is the job of all members of Executive Board and Council, but I feel especially inclined as the external vice president to put my extroverted self to use by always having a welcoming and positive, opening attitude and a smile on my face to all current GBM and new incoming GBM. I want to continue the work that Diana has been doing, making opportunities for internships, volunteer opportunities, and the on-campus tools such as the CLC, SI sessions, the Writing Center, and campus advising known to the GBM so that they have resources for themselves to make campus feel a little more at home. Thank you guys all for listening to my speech. I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys are staying healthy. Other than that, I'm outie. Happy voting, y'all.